Hello grade 7 students. Today I am going to do first term revision with you. First term test 2019. Provincial Department of Education, Northwestern Province. This is 2 hours paper. You get 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. Answer all the questions on this paper itself. Each question carries 2 marks. That's part 1. First page you get 1 to 4. Then 5 to 12. Next page 13 to 20. Then you get part 2. Answer the first question and 4 other questions. First question carries 16 marks and the other question carry 11 marks each. So you get question number 1, then 2, 3, 4, and then you get 5 and 6. Last page, question number 7. So let's do this paper now. Let's take question number 1. Underline the correct answer. Angle ACB. So that means C angle. So what's that? That's less than 90 degrees. What's the name of that angle? That's not obtuse. That's an acute angle. So this is acute angle. Less than 90 degrees, that's acute. Obtuse means more than 90, less than 180, and right angle is 90 degrees. So you get 2 marks for identifying the correct angle. Question number 2. If the given figure having a bilateral symmetry, complete the other part of it. So we'll take this one as the axis of symmetry and draw the other part. You can draw like this. If I get squares, I would have done it correctly. So here this is like assuming this side is equal to this side. If I take this one as the axis of symmetry, and I can do the same thing this way as well, because it's not given the axis of symmetry there. If I take this one as the axis of symmetry, then you get something like this. So here this side should be same as this side. So here, if this is the axis of symmetry, you get this one. If this is the axis of symmetry, you get this one. You can draw either this or this. You get 2 marks. Draw a parallel line to AB and name it as CD. How you draw a parallel line? You need the ruler and the set square. So how you use the set square for this? You can first keep the ruler on top of this line. And then you need to draw a parallel line to AB and name it as CD. So we'll take this side, lower side. So what you do, you can take the set square and you can keep it here. So here to this side, I'll change it here. On this line. Now this is perpendicular. So you can drag the ruler any place here and draw a parallel line. I can draw here. So this line is parallel to AB. CD you can mark with an arrow. The two lines are parallel. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 4. Find the highest common factor of the numbers 12 and 15. So what are the factors of 12? Prime factors. 2, you get 6. Another 2, you get 3. Divide by 3, you get 1. So 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. What about 15? 15 also you can divide. 3 and then 5. 3 times 5. So highest common factor, that means common for both. 3 is common. Only 3 is common. So that's the highest common factor. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 5. Simplify. 120 divide by 3 plus 2. According to Bodmer's, brackets first. So brackets we have to do first. 3 plus 2. That's plus 5. Then you can do the division. 120 divided by 5. 120 divided by 5. You can use long division. 5 times 2, 10. 2 remaining for 20. That's 4. So you get 0. So 24 is the answer. 2 marks for that. Question number 6. If A equals 1, 3, 6, 10, write down the set A in 2 other forms. These are elements. So how can you write the A in another way? You can write in words. What are these? 1, 3, 6, 10. Can you remember the triangular numbers? 1, 3, 6, and 10. Triangular numbers. So we can say set A is triangular numbers (1 to 10) or less than 12. So 1 to 10. 1 to 10 means 10 also included. 1 and 10 both are included. What's the other way of writing? You can put all the elements in a closed figure. Venn diagram 1, 3, 6, 10 and label this as A. So that's another way of showing the sets. You get 2 marks. 1 mark for writing in words, 1 mark for Venn diagrams. Question number 7. Find the value using the number line -1. You can start from 0. So -1 means 1 square, 1 unit to the left. Then another -5. So -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another -5 to the left now. Minus means to the left. So what's the answer? You will end up with -6. So that's the answer. -1 plus -5 becomes -6. So you have to show with the number line. That's one mark and 1 mark for the final answer. Question number 8. Find the lowest common multiple of the numbers 4, 15, 8. 4. How can you write 4? 2 times 2. And then 15. 3 times 5. 8. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2. So what's the lowest common multiple? You get the highest power of each factor. So 2 to the power 3 is the highest factor there. Here 2 to the power 2. So 2 to the power 3 comes. Then 3 ones and 5 ones. 8 times 3, 24. 24 times 5, 120 is the lowest common multiple. 2 marks for that. Question number 9. Find the digital root of the number 109,587. So we add the digits to get the digital root. 10, 18, then 18 plus 7, 25 and 5, 30. So 3 plus 0, digital root is 3. 2 marks. Question number 10. The Independence Day of Sri Lanka is 4th of February 1948. Write down it in the standard form. So how you write down the standard form? First the year with 4 digits and then put a slash, and then February, that means 02. 4th, 04. So this is how we write in standard form, international way of writing. That's called standard way of writing the date. 2 marks. Question number 11. Select and underline the numbers which are divisible by 4 without a remainder. How you identify whether it's divisible by 4? We take the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits divisible by multiple of 4, that means the whole number is divisible by 4. So 45 is not divisible by 4. It's not divisible. 24, yes, it's divisible by 4. 09, it's not divisible. 40, it's divisible by 4. So you get 1024 and 3440 divisible by 4 without a remainder. 2 marks. Question number 12. Simplify months and days. So maximum number is 29 there. So if it's 30, you have to take as 1 month. So this is addition. We'll add it here. 8 plus 3, 11. 1 remaining. 3 plus 1, 4. 41 you can't keep. Subtract 30 from there. You get 11 here. So we have to add 1 here. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 months and 11 days. You get 2 marks there. Question number 13. If x equals 3 and y equals 1, find the value of 2x squared y. 2, x is 3. That means 3 squared and y is 1. 1. So what's 3 squared? 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 2, that's 18. So the value is 18. You get 2 marks there. Question number 14. Simplify. 5 minus 4 and then adding minus 3. So we can do 2 at a time. different signs. What you do, take the difference. 5 and 4 difference is 1. And put the sign of the bigger number, plus 5. So that's plus 1. Now take minus 3. Again, different signs, you take the difference. 3 and 1 difference is 2. But the highest number is now minus. So you put a minus there. So minus 2 is the answer. You get 2 marks. Question number 15. Upali said that AD 1900 is a leap year. Do you agree with this statement? Give reasons. If it's a leap year, it should be divisible by 4 without a remainder. But what happens? The last 2 digits, okay, zeros, it's divisible by 4. But if it's 0, you have to check whether the whole thing is divisible by 400. That means 19 is not divisible by 4. This is not a leap year. Not a leap year, as 1900 not divisible by 400. Not divisible by 400. So, do you agree with this statement? No. Do not agree. So, you get 2 marks for everything. Question number 16. Fill in the blanks. 208. You have to find out the factors. So, we'll divide and see. Divide by 2. Divide by 2 again. 52. Divide by 2. 26. Divide by 2. You get 13. So, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 4s are there. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Already there. So, what's the other number? You have to divide by 13. So, this number is 13. 13 is a prime number. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the power 4 and 13. You get 2 marks for this one. Question number 17. Write down an acute angle, an obtuse angle from the given figure. Acute means less than 90. So, we can take as this angle as acute. MTP angle is acute. And the other one is obtuse. This angle you can take as obtuse. So, what's the angle? KTM. That's obtuse. More than 90, less than 180. So, you get 1 mark each. Question number 18. Kavisha's birthday is 5th May 2007. If her friend Fatima is elder than Kavisha by 2 years and 3 months, find out Fatima's birthday. So, she is elder than Kavisha. So, you have to subtract. So, what's the date? 2007. May. May means 05 and 5th 05. And we'll subtract 2 years and 3 months. 0 days. What happens here? You get 5 here. 5 minus 3, 2. 7 minus 2, 5. So, what's Fatima's birthday? Fatima's that's 2 means February. February 5th. So, 5th of February 2007. You get 2 marks there. Question number 19, simplify. So, fraction, addition, but the denominators are different. So, we have to convert to the same denominator. What's the lowest common multiple of 8 and 4? That's 8. Convert to 8. You don't need to convert here. 4 becomes 8. Multiply by 2. Do the same thing for the numerator. 2 times 1, 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 over 8. 2 marks. Question number 20. There is a square which a side length is 12 centimeters and its perimeter is equal to an equilateral triangle. Find out a side length of the equilateral triangle. So that means when you take the square and the equilateral triangle, the perimeter of the square, one side is 12. So what's the perimeter? 12 times 4. 48 centimeters. That's equal to 3 sides of the equilateral triangle. Perimeters are equal. So if it's x here, that's 3x. So what's x? You divide both sides by 3. You get x equals 3 times 1, 3, and for 18, that's 16. So 16 centimeter is the length of one side of the equilateral triangle. So 2 marks for that. Question number 1 in part 2. So you have to answer this question and you get 16 marks for that. This is about angles. Find the below cards which has given in a mathematical activity. Write the magnitude of the angles in each circle. So you have to identify acute angles, right angles, obtuse angles, straight angles and reflex angles. Acute, less than 90. So what are the angles? You get 45. What else? We took 45. Then 85 also less than 90. Right angle means 90-degree angles. Obtuse means more than 90, less than 180. 130. Straight means 180 degrees, straight angle. And reflex means more than 180, less than 360. So you get 2 angles, 200 and 350. So those are the angles. So how many marks you are getting? You are getting 7 marks for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 mark each. 7 marks. Part 2, write down an example for static angle and dynamic angle which you can find in the environment. Static means fixed. It's not changing. Edges of the whiteboard. That's not changing. Static. Edges of whiteboard. Edges of table. Edges of the TV. All are fixed, not changing. Given dynamic angle, it's changing all the time. When you open the door, the angle changes. And when you use the scissors, pair of scissors, you get different angles when you cut it. So we can say scissors. So this angle is changing all the time. So that's called dynamic. Name the following angles using English letters. This angle, how you write down? ABC, and then we put a hat there to the angle. Or you can start with C. CBA is the same. What about this one? This is reflex angle. So we can write PQR reflex in brackets. Or you can write RQP reflex. So how many marks for that? You are getting 2 marks here and 2 marks for writing down, 1 mark each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and before 4, 7, 11 marks. Next part. Name the geometric instrument which used in the classroom to draw the angles with the given magnitudes. So what we use? The protractor. We use the protractor to measure angles. Draw the following angles using the above instrument. So we have to draw a 45-degree angle. So what you can do, you can draw a straight line segment and mark a point and then take the protractor, measure 45-degree angle. 45 from here. So this point. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. And now you can connect this point and this one. So 45 degrees here. Now 210. Can you draw 210? It's more than 180. So what you can do? 360 minus 210. You get 150. You can mark 150-degree angle. So we'll take a line and then we'll mark a point here. To this angle, we'll take 150 to this point. So we'll measure from here or here, any side. We'll take this one, 150 is here, from here. Then we can draw the line. So this way it's 150, so we have to mark the other angle. So we'll erase this line. We don't need that. We can write this angle. We can write this angle is 210 because we took other one is 150. So how many marks for this one? You are getting 2 marks here, 2 marks here, and 1 mark for this one. So 5. So 5 and 4, 9. 9 plus 7, 16 marks for the first question. Question number 2. You get 2 parts there. Who was introduced representing a set by a closed figure? So we are drawing a closed figure and writing down all elements. We call Venn diagram. So the mathematician called Venn introduced the Venn diagrams. John Venn. So you can If you can't remember the first name, so you can write the second name, Venn. Even numbers between 1 and 20. Write the set A with all the elements. What are the even numbers? Between 1 and 20 means 1 and 20 not included. So you can start from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. You can't write 20. Those are the elements in A. Then third one, write down the set B in terms of a common property of its elements by which the elements can be clearly identified. 1, 4, 9, 16. What are those? 1 squared, 1. 2 squared, you get 4. 3 squared, 9. 4 squared, 16. Square numbers. So you can write set B is square numbers less than 20. Because the next one is 25. 25 is not included. So square numbers less than 20. So how many marks for these steps? 1 mark here and 2 marks for this one and 2 marks. 5 marks. Part B, write down all the factors of 20. So we can divide and write down. 20, you can divide by 2. You get 10. Divide by 2 again, 5. Divide by 5, you get 1. So what are the factors of 20? 2 times 2 times 5. Write down 36 as a product of its prime factors. 36 also you can divide. Divide by 2, you get 18. Divide by 2, 9. Divide by 3, you get 3. Divide by 3 again, 1. 2 and 2 and 3 and 3, or you can write 2 to the power 2 and 3 to the power 2, twice of each factor. If 3, 6 something blank there is a 3-digit number which is divisible by 9 without a remainder, write 2 digits which is suitable for the blankage. So if it's divisible by 9, the digital root should be 9. So what's the digital root now? 3 and 6. 9 is already there. So how you get 9? This can be 0. Then the digital root is 9. Or if you add 9 again, 9 plus 9, 18, 1 plus 8, again 9. So digital root is 9 when this is 9 as well. So either 0 or 9. So how many marks? 2, 2, 5, 2 marks here. 2, 2, 3, 3, that's 2 marks. And 0 or 9, 2 marks. 6 here. So 6 and before we gave 5. 11 marks for the whole question. Question number 3 about time. On an old building in the school recorded that Gajaba College was started on 1823-12. The current principal of the school, Mr. Pathiraja, was born in 1957-10-20. Write down the decade of the school started. How you find out the decade? You divide by 10. What you get? Decade, divide by 10. So 1823. So here you get 3 there. So when there's number 3 or 1 or more, you add 1 to the previous one. 183rd decade. What is the century of Mr. Pathiraja's birth year? Century means you divide by 100. So when you divide by 100 here, 19 there, so 57 there. So you have to add 1. So 20th century. How many marks? 1 mark for decade, and 20th century, 2 marks. Write the leap year that is very closest to AD 1823. Now we have to look at the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits divisible by 4, that's a leap year. So 23, what's the next number that is multiple of 4? 24. So 1824 is the closest leap year. AD 1824. What is the starting date of the 20th century? So 20th century starting date is 1901, because if it's 1900, that's 19th century. So starting date is 1901. January 1st is the starting date of 20th century. Here you get 2 marks there, and here 2 marks for this date. Do the addition, years, months and days. So 25 plus 10, that's 35. You can't write 35. Maximum is 29. So subtract 30, you get 0.5 there. Now you have to add 1 to that. 9 plus 1, 10, 17. 17 months you can't write. Maximum is 12. So you have to subtract 12. So you get 5 months. So that 1 year you have to take here. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. 10 years, 5 months and 5 days. What about the subtraction? Can you subtract 20 from 10? You can't. You have to take 1 month. When you are taking 1 month means that's 30. 30 plus 10, that's 40. Subtract 20. You get 20 here. So what about here? This becomes 3. Again, you can't subtract 6 from 3. You are taking 1 year. That means 12. 12 plus 3, you get 15. 15 minus 6, that's 9. 9 months. So what about this one? Years, that becomes 6. 6 minus 2, 4. 4 years, 9 months and 20 days. So how many marks you are getting? 10, 5, 5, 2 marks. 4, 9, 20, 2 marks. So we gave 11 marks. 4 here and 4, 8 and 3, 11 marks for that question. Question number 4 now. Let's do that separately. Write 32 in index notation with 2 as the base. So how can you write 32? When you divide by 2, you get 16. Divide by 2, 8. Divide by 2 again, 3. 2 times 4, not 3. Divide by 2, you get 4. Divide by 2, you get 2 and 1. How many 2's are there? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 5 2s are there. You can write as power 5. So with base 2, 2 to the power 5. Write 12 and 18 as a product of powers with prime numbers as bases. 12. How can you write 12? Divide by 2, that's 6. Divide by 2, that's 3. So 2 times 2 times 3. What about 18? 2 times 9, 3 and 3. 2 times 3 and 3. So, how can you write as powers here? 12, you can write 2 to the power 2 and 1, 3. 18, you can write 2 into 3 to the power 2. How many marks? How many marks? You get 2 to the power 5, 2 marks. 2 squared into 3, 2. Both you get 2 marks there, 1 each. Next part. Through the answers of 2, find the lowest common multiple of 12 and 18. 2 squared with 3, 2 with, so we can write again. 12 means 2 to the power 2 into 3. 18 means 2 into 3 squared. So we need to find out the lowest common multiple. We take the highest power. When you take 2, highest power is power 2. When you take 3, highest power is 2. So 2 to the power 2 is 4. 3 to the power 2 is 9. 9 times 4, 36 is the lowest common multiple. If a equals 3, b equals 4, find the value of a squared b. That's substitution. Substitute a equals 3, b equals 4. 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4, 36 is the answer. So you get 2 marks here and 2 marks for this one as well. Let's take the last part. 5th part. 3 bulbs with red, blue and yellow are lighting in every 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds respectively. If the 3 bulbs lightning together at the first time, after how many seconds will they again lighten together? So basically, that's the lowest common multiple of 20, 30 and 40. What's the lowest common multiple of 20, 30 and 40? These all are in seconds. 20 means 2, then 10 you get 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 5. 30, 2. Then you get 15. 3 and 5. 40, divide by 2, you get 20. Divide by 2 again, you get 10. Divide by 2 again, that's 5. So 2 to the power 3. And then you get 5. So find the lowest common multiple. Take the highest power. When you take 2, highest power is 3. When you take 3, highest power is 1. 5, the highest power is 1. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 3 times 5, 15. 8 times 5, 40. 8 times 1, 8 plus 4, 12. So 120 is the lowest common multiple. So after 120 seconds again, all bulbs will lighten together. So 120 seconds. So you are getting 3 marks for this. We gave 8 before, 8 plus 3, 11 marks. Question number 5. Let's do that separately. Given below are 2 numerical expression cards which were named by A, B and C. C is a button which wrote a number on top. Write down mathematical operation which used the first to solve the expression on card A. 2 plus 7 multiplied by this. Write down the mathematical operation which is used first. According to Bodmer's, you have to do brackets first. And then in brackets, that's multiplication. So you have to do multiplication first. So that's the mathematical operation. How many marks for the first one? Just 1 mark. The answer 23 is obtained when the button C has kept on the blank edge A. What is the number has written on button C? So the answer is 2 plus 7 times C. The answer is 23. How you get 23? So here, if you pluck 3, you get 21 plus 2, 23. Or you can do reverse way. You subtract 2. So 23 minus 2, you get 21. 21 is 7C. So divide by 7, you get C equals 3. So you have to do the reverse process. Take 2 to the other side, then you get 21. 21 divided by 7, 3. So C should be 3. What is the answer obtained when the button C has kept on the blank edge of card B? So what's card B? 2 plus 7 into C. Now C is 3 now. 2 plus 7, 9. 9 times 3, 27. So according to Bodmer's, you have to do brackets first. So 27 is the answer. You get 2 marks for C equals 3 and 2 marks for 27. So let's do the next part. Part B, find the value. According to Bodmer's, you can do either from left to right, you can do plus or minus. 7 plus 2, 9. Then 9 minus 3, you get 6. This one, left to right. Division first, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Then 2 minus 2, you get 0. According to Bodmer's, from left, you can do multiplication. 3 times 10, 30. Then you can do 30 divided by 5, 6. Then multiply by 2, 6 times 2, 12. So how many marks? For this one, 2 marks. 2 marks and 2 marks. So here 6, 4, 10 and 1, 11 marks. Question number 6. 5 parts are there. That's a rectangle. Name two pairs of parallel lines in the given rectangle. Opposite sides are parallel. So how can you write down the parallel lines? You can write AD is parallel to BC. Or this way, these two lines are parallel. AB is parallel to DC. So those are the two pair of parallel lines. Write down two mathematical equipment that used to draw parallel lines in the classroom. We can use the ruler or straight edge and the set square. Set square. So we are using compass later in grade 9, 10 onwards. We are using the compass to draw parallel lines. Now we are using ruler and set square. So how many marks? 2 marks here and 2 marks. So 2 and 2, 4. So just we did 2 parts. Copy the given figure in your answer paper, connect A and C and draw a parallel line to AC through B. So let's look at the diagram. This one. Connect AC and then so A, B, C, D. So we'll draw a rectangle first. Which one is A? Down. A, B, C, D. All these are 90 degrees. And then connect A and C. We can connect A and C. And now draw a parallel line to AC through B. So we can use the ruler and the set square. So what we can do? We can keep the set square along this line AC. And then we can keep the ruler on this side together with the set square, and we can drag down so that it passes through B and parallel to AC. Now you can draw the line. So this is the line parallel to AC, passes through B. So this line is parallel to this one. Then write down how many bilateral symmetrical axes can be found in ABCD rectangle. How many bilateral symmetry? So you can draw another rectangle and write down how many bilateral symmetry. You get 2. Along this way, you get 1 axis of symmetry, and along this way also the other axis of symmetry. So you get 2. So how many marks? You are getting 2 marks for this and 2 marks for this part as well. So we get another part. Complete the figure so that to obtain a bilateral symmetric figure. So this is the line of symmetry. So we can mark the points. This one square here, here 2 squares. from here, here, and then 2 squares, 1 square, and here. Now you can connect. We'll connect with the continuous line. Here, here. Then this point, again, here. Then finally up to here. So that's the bilaterally symmetric figure. One axis of symmetry. So 3 marks for drawing this diagram. So 3, 4, 7 and 4, 11 marks. Question number 7, this is the last question in this paper. Find each of the following sums using the number line. 3 plus 1, so 3. Starting from 0, 3 means 3 units to the right. Then plus 1 means 1 square again to the right. So what's the answer? You get 4 plus 4. That's first part. We'll take the second one. 3. That means from 0, 3 squares to the right. Minus 4. Now to the left 4 squares. 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are getting minus 1. So the answer is minus 1. So you get how many marks? 4 marks. So 2 marks each. Part B. Find the value. Without the number line, we can do that. Both negative. So that means both same sign, you add it. 3 plus 2, 5. And put the sign. Both are negative, so the answer is minus 5. This one is positive, 1 is negative. Take the difference. 3 and 2, difference is 1. The bigger number is minus, so the answer is minus 1. This one is positive, 1 is negative. Take the difference. Difference is 2. But the bigger number is negative, so you get negative 2. This one, same denominator, but this is, 1 is negative and 1 is positive. So you take the difference, that's 2 and 1 difference is 1. But the same denominator, you get 7. Minus 2 is the bigger one, so the answer is negative 1. So how many marks? 1, 1, and here also 1 and 1. You get 4 marks. And part C. The temperature of Japan is minus 5.6 Celsius degrees at 4 a.m. The temperature is increased by another 8 Celsius degrees at 6 a.m. Find the temperature of Japan in Celsius degrees at 6 a.m. So let's take it. Try to draw it. In Japan is minus 5.6. Minus 5.6 Celsius degrees at 4 a.m. The temperature is increased by another 8 Celsius degrees at 6 a.m. This is increased. Plus 8. 8 degrees, it increased. Find the temperature of Japan in Celsius degrees at 6 a.m. So add 8. One is positive, one is negative. So you take the difference. 8 and 5 minus 5.6. That's 2.4. So 2.4, but one is negative, one is positive. The highest one is positive. So plus 2.4 Celsius degrees. So how many marks for that? You get 3 marks for that. So this is 3 and 4, 7 plus 4, 11 marks. So we completed the whole paper, and 5 questions you have to do in part 2. First question compulsory, and you have to select another 4 questions. First do the paper and then make sure that you watch my video to check your answers.